imagine everybody's figured out I kind of fell off the planet here for a while, huh? Just out here using the tire winder, picking up where we had the sheep moved last, doing that kind of maintenance. We had a good 5-day drenching about. This guy's decided he don't want to stay in his high tensile, but hasn't gone down to the house where I know of, so that's good. Today we got to move the cows to a new pasture, move their water tank, go through the sheep. We're pretty much done lambing. I got tagging I should do. I don't know if we're going to get to it, but pretty much done lambing. And yeah, we just got super busy there and just couldn't do it. I couldn't keep up. My phone memory ran out. Right now I'm just using my phone to record everything, and I could not that don't really ride there, not supposed to anyway. Boot on to get around that corner there, but as you can tell, we've experienced this off with the sheep, and we had some hay out here from the lay on during the rainy time. Today is really the first day of a good non-rain day break we've had, so which is awesome. We needed that moisture. Most of the western states needed that moisture. But yeah, anyway, I fell off on recording. I got way behind on work and everything. So right now, like I said, just getting this wire rolled up. We would have done it, except because of the rain, that what you see there moving back and forth had a little bit of rust on it, and I had to get it cleaned up a little bit so it'd work good. Because if it's not a good motion, if it don't keep moving and it kind of hangs up, you'll build up on one side, and then yeah, it don't fit on the roll. So, but it's doing good now. So, like I said, we got to get these cows moved. Talk about that tank over there. I'm going to stop here and pick this up. So, that, however, does fit. That's why it works so good to pick everything up at once. There we go. Because the posts keep it in line, and you don't have to worry about the front of the four-wheeler wrapping in the tires or under the fender. I got some designs I want to talk to you with the builder of the tire winder in this basket. Because like that right there just happened. Oh, I know what I can do. I need to build a hold off so I can get wrapped around the front of the four-wheeler. Anyhow. Season this year. I don't know. A lot of the grasses are already heading out, and saying that they had their energy, because we had a couple of days that hit 90 right there, and the cool season shut down after about 80 for the majority of them. So then they head out. Grass isn't nowhere near tall enough, and the alfalfa's already got blooms on some of the non-productive ground, so might be interesting. I gotta get this untied. Alright, let's get these cows. That's the wrong direction. Let's get these cows pushed down to some different green grass here. Across the road that's really rough. Why do we gotta make it a struggle? Let's go. Let's go, Red. It's going the wrong way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Alright, I need both hands to get these things started. That took a little bit more work to move the cows than I thought it should have. But all in all, they're moved-ish. Right now I got them just out in a field where they can do their own thing until I get this picked up and put together. Trickier with one hand, but we get it. The cool thing about this tire winder is you don't have to use two spools. Like I use, we put two out for the sheep, and we do one for the cows. Thing is, I use these for the cows because that's what I got, and it really should just have, the one type of post. But that's what we got. That's what we're going to use. Now this pin, you press on this spring, it keeps tension on it so it don't move. And I don't think I'll be able to do that and hold the phone. So hold on a second. Alright. Now, with it just being one spool, it, however, does not need this extra washer. So I put it on there like that. So it can't come off of there. Now you take the wire, you get it over the tool, and you run it through that. Now that's what keeps it a guide, and this bar goes back and forth. It walks on these, and you just put some tension on it when you want to go, and now it's set up to drive and go. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick this field up, but we ran it up the coulee, back and down and around. So it's a little bit more hassle. Like I said, with these posts, they're pound them in with a hammer, and all that. But cows have been down here longer than probably they should have been. But like I said, we had that good 5-day rain. So they ate the hilltops to nothing, the hillside, that don't take long. And ate in here really good. So my brother said he seen some rollers, dung beetle, roller dung beetles yesterday. So pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this picked up and yell at the guardian dog, because he's not supposed to be over there, but he's been thinking that he can do what he wants here lately. So I'm gonna have to nip that in the butt. So let me get this all picked up and good to go. My brother showed up. He can take the four-wheeler for a few minutes. With that, I haven't figured out a good way to carry those posts. I got that tote on the back, and that four-wheeler is really too small for that tote to be on the back there and me on it. So we'll let him pick up a few. As you can see, like I said, the cows really hit this hilltop good and too hard, but you can clear line of where they were. I've already had them graze all that out, and then we moved them here, and in that bottom you can see a clear line, obviously, of where they were and what they ate out. So they ate down there in that brush really good, trampled it and ate down in that, so that's cool. But that tire winder's that's an awesome tool. This doesn't do a very good justice, because I'm using those posts, those fiberglass pound ends, and it wasn't designed around those, so it looks slower. But that's only because I'm using those posts. You get good with it and step ins, you don't have to stop. You just pick it in, it's soft dirt. You just grab the post, lift up as you go by, and you can unhook and go, and just one continuous thing as you pick up. So, but creek bottom's always nice and green and pretty, isn't it? But hillsides out in this country, because they're so clay, you can see it out there that there is nothing really growing out there. You can clearly see. If it was good forage and good grass, it would look not a whole lot different than that bottom. I mean, there'll be some difference, probably darker, a little bit, you know, more fertile in the bottom always. But it's these hillsides. And I don't care which one you pick. It's these hillsides. They just don't have that amount of good soil on them no more. So, but look at that butte. Isn't she gorgeous today? Clouds behind it. Looks good. So, I'm going to go ahead and walk down. I suppose it don't look like much of a hill here. I'm going to go ahead and walk down, start picking up some posts for my brother, help him get it picked up. Then we got to go put it up again for the new cow pasture. Well, alright then. I stayed off the fence a bit because of field edge and dealing with all that, so I held off. and down in the bottom and along the whole coulee there, up to there. So we're good here. The cows have one hot wire up. So far, that's all they've been needing. I got to get their water moved yet, but that's next on the list. So this is where we started, where we started bale grazing last fall, winter. Of course, I walk out here, skeeters are going to get me, but filled in really nice. Obviously, I mean, there's still some spots, but the majority came in good. This was, my brother wasn't expecting to see it this good till maybe next year. I was counting on hope that it would be like it is now, but you know, hope and wishing. It don't get you too far sometimes, but yeah. Now we got 20 acres about roughly, I'd say, a grass that's going to turn into this on dry land come springtime. So we're not gonna run the animals on it. We're gonna let it grow up, head out. But yeah, there's it's really nice here. So looks pretty good. Then of course we got this nice 5-wire timeless high tensile fence that we're going to be installing a lot of this year. Isn't that weird? But that's what allows sprayer brooms and stuff to hit it, to, you know, to bend it over without breaking. Of course, when you got 5-strand on there, that's going to be a little bit more rigid than a 3 or 2. But yeah, we things happened and things came through to where we got a lot of work to do this summer on building fence. And yeah, one day at a time here, but a lot of work coming up on building fence. Y'all are gonna get tired of fencing videos from me, no doubt, but it makes such a nice fence, that 5-wire. I am gonna bring that top wire down 1 hole, I think, but other than that, that's it. On the perimeter fence, that's the whole perimeter is gonna be that. Interior, just for the cows. I mean, they have been respecting this somewhat, pretty good, but I want to be able to put a bull and stuff out here. So on these, we are going to run a 4th wire in this hole here. So I don't know. It's I can't think at the moment, but that wire there should be 38 inches, something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and go dump this off, because I'm now done with this tote. For now, I'm done with those posts, and I'll actually be able to sit on the 4-wheeler. Go get the cows water, and as informed, we get to use a tire winder and put out these posts to move the sheep. So that's next on the agenda, is get the sheep on some fresh grass. I literally just took off coming this way, but I had to stop. Because look at that. This right here would be, it's pretty obvious, that's a bale graze spot. And look at the difference. Let's see, how can I get a photo of the difference? Let me get down low. So that's the majority of the grass. And then coming across, there's that. Now, that's some awesomeness that we are excited to be getting here and seeing the improvement on the ranch. I'm hoping after all that bale grazing that this whole end turns into that little spot. Now with that amount of forage change, that's a lot, you know. It could be double or triple in the production of this once it, you know, next year. So that's why we're not gonna eat it down. And yeah. So this is a portable water tank built mainly for using bale bed pickups. Mine's older, so it can't, he built it so you can put the arms there. Mine ain't that wide, and it's extremely violent setting it back down on the ground. So we're still trying to figure out a good way to move that. Right now that seems to be working until he goes through a couple big holes and drags it, but it won't hurt nothing. So let's go. As you can see, it's this right here is where it's at. And yeah, so we'll use the tractor and we'll get going on our way.